This week on ETalk, Lexi and Nellie talk about those pesky seasonal allergies, which Vaughn obviously has right now. We reflect on this year's Elon-thon, and we have Jordan Roman and Eugenia Newman coming to join us to talk about their new upcoming short film, Narcolepsy, and play a fun game of trivia with us. All that and more coming up. Hello everybody, welcome to ETalk, where we talk about everything from London to Elon. I'm here with my lovely co-hosts, Casey and Nellie. How are you ladies?
Good, how are you?
Peachy.
Yeah, peachy. You know, we have a lot of stuff to talk about. I know you're gonna do like a little thing on allergies later. I just wanna
Yeah, do you hear me?
springtime in Elon is honestly the worst thing in the world. I mean, I love it. Like, there's.
Oh, it looks
I mean,
great.
everyone's
Covered
always
in
so
pollen.
happy and
Oh,
stuff.
like a layer of green
layer of
every
green.
I have
yellow.
like a black Jeep.
Yeah.
It's yellow right now.
It's
Yes,
disgusting.
I know. Luckily, I'm not congested, but the headaches, they're literally like
Yeah.
a drill, just like drilling
Yeah,
into my
I know,
temples.
and I'm one of those people. You know how everyone's like, "Don't rub your eyes; it makes it
Yeah,
worse."
I'm
I'm gonna
like-
rub my eyes, of course.
Yeah, you're
it's
looking a
itchy.
little teary right now.
Yeah, and like my contact always falls out.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
We're
Speaking
struggling
of,
today.
speaking of facial
Struggling.
contact, struggling.
struggling.
Let's talk a little bit about like 79-year-old crypt keeper Madonna and Drake.
Okay, so yesterday at Coachella, something serious went down.
Why Madonna was even at Coachella?
Okay, that's the first.
It's
Really
beyond
struggling, you
me.
guys. So the first thing is, why was Madonna? Like, I'm not trying to be ageist here, but come on.
But
really-
come on.
She's old. Anyway,
Yeah.
Go
so
home.
she joined Drake on stage yesterday to sing one of his latest songs from his new album. And they were, you know, Drake was sitting in a chair as he has recently been. See, I think Drake needs to stop sitting in chairs.
that's
because
lazy
last
of
time
you,
he did-
Drake.
First of all, lazy.
Lazy.
Second of all, there's always women walking around him in his chair. Like, get up, dude. Like Nicki
get up, Drake.
Minaj last time is like crawling in front of him doing the anaconda thing. I'm like, get up. Okay. Anyway,
Lazy.
Madonna comes behind Drake.
Do you want me to do it?
But if you could. Drake is sitting like this.
She's like dancing.
Madonna then reaches
Like attacks her face
Madonna then reaches down, starts making
Like,
out with Drake.
all over.
Drake seems to be into it at first. He's
For like
kind
a
of-
hot second.
He's like, yeah, for like a minute. So he starts like stroking her hair. She slaps his hand away because apparently she's in charge. And Drake,
He was in charge. He was in the chair.
he seemed to be. And then she was like, don't touch me. And then she backs off. And then he like comes out of this makeout looking like he just. Like, I don't even know. He looked
Whoa.
disgusted, disturbed, confused,
I don't know.
I'd
as
be
I felt when I
disgusted,
watched this video.
disturbed.
I mean, I'm
confused.
sorry, but Madonna literally probably has like a piece of spinach in her teeth that's older than I am. So, like, okay. Anyways,
Speaking of powerful women and women in the media and old women,
she's not. Chrissy Teigen's not
Chrissy
old.
Teigen's not
She's
old.
my everything.
Madonna is
old,
old.
young and hot.
No, she's young and hot. She's awesome. Let's
Okay,
move on to her.
Chrissy Teigen, God, love her. Love her, love her, love her. She took a picture on Instagram and she was sitting cross-legged. I don't know. It was for something completely different, but you happen to see some white stretch marks on her inner thigh area, and in her caption, she said, "Shout out to my stretchies." And shout out to your stretchies. Shout out to my stretchies.
Shout out to my stretchies.
Shout out, amen, sister.
Amen, Chrissy.
Stretchy.
That's amazing.
Right, you know, just like the little white little marks.
all have them.
Women over America, like across the country, are just very happy
Yeah.
that Chrissy Teigen has stretch marks, and I am one of those
about
women.
time.
Because she's like a hot
She's
Sports
hot.
Illustrated
She's
model.
5'9".
Yeah.
She's gorgeous. She's married to John
She's
Legend. Her
normal,
life
like-
just looks perfect.
Yeah.
And
Shout out to her
too.
stretchies.
Shout out to all our stretchies.
I love Chrissy Teigen. Girl is real.
Oh,
She's
I
real.
like, if all I could do was get drunk and bake, that's, I mean,
Is that what she
that's
does?
like all she does.
That's all she
Do you
does?
follow her
Oh,
on
that's
Twitter
my
and
dream.
Instagram? I mean, she's hilarious.
tweet,
so all
but
she
yeah.
does is like drink
Except for
wine
ETalk.
and play with her cute dog and,
Sounds like the
Sounds like
life.
my
Bake
kind of
shit.
life, yeah.
Sounds like
Wow.
the
you know,
life.
I mean, stuff. So,
Anyway, speaking of other women,
other women, we're having like a very
Speaking of stretch
very
marks.
feminism. Elon this is feminism month, right, or something? I don't know.
is Bonnie crying?
I'm crying for all the women out there and their stretch marks. So happy for them. Anyways, I was going to talk a little bit about Hillary Clinton yesterday. Speaking of other big news happening.
Speaking of other big stretch marks.
Yeah, other stretch marks. That was mean. Take it back. She just announced that her candidacy for the presidency in 2016. What are our thoughts on that?
It was interesting. Interesting, not interesting. I mean, obviously she's a Clinton. It's a dynasty. She just kind of did it over, released a video and tweeted the link and was like, and didn't really actually ever come forward and say, hey, like I'm running. It was just very like, because it's just been such a long time coming.
Everyone knew.
Right, everyone knew. Interesting.
You know. I think regardless of political affiliation, what you believe, what you stand for, I think she has a really great shot of winning the primary.
I definitely do too.
Which will make her, if I'm not wrong, the first woman to ever run officially not just a primary, but the actual election, which, regardless of anything, is amazing for women, for people, for the country.
Yeah.
So hopefully, you know, that works out. I think it's awesome what she's doing. I think
it'll be interesting to see if she has any competition on her side.
Yeah, it doesn't seem, as of now, not much.
If no competition rises on her side, then it is going to be a long and dirty haul for her. I just think that the right are just going to tear her up even more without another opponent tearing her up. So
for sure.
But good luck, Hill.
Good luck.
Good luck, Hill. All right, coming up, Lexi and Nellie are going to share some seasonal allergy life hacks, so stay tuned.
Separate raw meats from other foods by using different cutting boards. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
I know, 2 seconds. Hang on, just stand still. Stand still. 1 second. Go, go, go. Boys, hang on, boys.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
Welcome back, everyone. As we all know, with this beautiful spring weather comes some not so fun allergies for us. So I'm here with Lexi and Nellie, and they're going to share us some tips on how to tame those spring allergies. So they're affecting me. We talked about this before. They're affecting you.
They're killing me.
Okay. Yeah. Literally, I think it feels like someone's taking a brick and just like constantly hitting my head.
Yeah.
It's been like that for the past week.
Yeah.
So tell me, how do we get over this?
Well, I read that North Carolina, and specifically the Piedmont Triad, is a hot spot for allergies.
No way.
There's more pollen here than the rest of the state and most of the country, which explains a lot because when I was in high school and back home in New York, I never had anything like this.
It's okay, and it's also funny because my allergies were always worse at home. I live in Connecticut. Those were always like congested, this and that. Here, I just strictly get like almost like migraines, but you just know.
You know it's connected.
Right, you just happen to know they're connected because it's like once I saw like green film all over like the windshield of my
That's the
car,
worst.
that's when
That
it
just
started
grosses
to
me
like
out.
set in, you know?
Yeah.
So
It's better when you can see it, I think.
Yeah.
But I think we have some hacks, some
see
tips.
some hacks.
We do.
So enlighten me.
So one that I found, I'm not sure if it works yet because I actually just started doing it today, is local honey. My roommate does this all the time. She claims that if you eat local honey, you kind of get used to the pollen in the air from the bees. So I decided to start doing that, putting it in tea, see if it works, because this whole congestion thing is it's not working for me.
It's not cute.
Yeah, it's not great.
No.
I have found I get this thing called a neti pot, which I have to do because I get really bad sinus infections too. And it actually like clears. It's really awkward because you take warm salt water and put it in this little thing that looks like the lamp in Aladdin. And you pour it through one nostril and it goes out the other. It's really awkward, but it totally clears out. Just I can breathe, and it kind of helps just clear the pollen out of your nose. And
Right, and I've
really
heard
helps.
that so many people rave about the neti pot. I think my sister uses it. I've heard her talk about it. Freaks me out.
Me too.
But
I have to say.
I really think that's something that more people need to start using because apparently it's like godsend.
Yeah, once you get used to it, it takes some time, but once you get
Right.
used to it, it's the best thing.
Is it like one nostril and goes up?
You
both
you
ears?
switch between the two.
Okay. I've heard really good things about that. I actually have a tip from our friend Vaughn.
Oh.
Just told me backstage that this is what he does. He has some hot water, puts some eucalyptus oil in the hot water, and then sort of tense his head with a towel.
With a towel.
And it clears up his sinuses, the congestion. So thank you, Vaughn. I'm gonna.
So,
I'm
that
gonna
works
try
for
to use
allergies
that.
because I know, come flu season and dead of winter, I do that with like Vicks Vapor Rub. I don't know if it has like the same effect, but I always, my whole childhood, tent over the pot, and it just really clears things out
Yeah.
and kind of gets all that junk out of the mask
Stuff.
of your face.
Yeah.
I haven't done that, but I'm gonna try it.
It does
I think
work.
this week.
It does work.
Yeah.
A solution that I have, kind of weird, I don't know, if you kind of have to be into it, but my parents have always been big into going to chiropractors for their back. But it was springtime and we were about to fly somewhere, and my mom was complaining about her allergies and how congested she was. And so the chiropractor actually knew how to, he took his thumbs and like worked the mask of her face, and it completely cleared her sinuses.
Really?
And she did not have seasonal, for that
Yeah.
season, allergies from there on out.
the whole season?
Yeah, whatever he did, it was crazy. She said it hurt, it's a little painful,
Yeah.
but it's
Worth it.
totally
Worth it.
worth the
Yeah.
pain.
Wow.
Because from there on out, she was great. And it was good because, when you fly and all the
Right.
pressure, and
Oh,
then
yeah,
it's just a
horrible.
mess.
It's awful.
Plus, you don't want to be blowing your nose and sneezing when you're sitting next to someone on a plane. That's
Yeah.
never comfortable. So yeah, kind of a weird tip, but you have to be into it. But that's
I
all
like
I,
that.
yeah.
We should get a
yeah.
chiropractor on ETalk to
Yeah. Any
clear us out
local
here.
chiropractors want to come on?
Yeah.
Right? Clear out our sinuses.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Any more
Also, I
tips?
found that a hot shower at the end of the day really.
Yeah.
I like to shower at night, and I find that I'm so stuffed up. The shower really, it's awesome. That's my go-to usually.
Right.
And I
Yeah.
end up showering like 9 times a day during the spring.
Right? Right.
Yeah.
So, is there any do we think there's any Zyrtec, Claritin, last words? Which one? What do we like?
I like Claritin.
I like Claritin.
Yeah.
I'm a
Okay,
Claritin
that's-
girl.
I'm a
I do
Claritin girl,
Benadryl
too.
at night. Kind of knocks me out. A
Yeah,
little bit,
right? Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, that was a lot of fun. Up next, we learned about Elon's annual 24-hour dance marathon, Elon-thon, with Nelly.
Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your closet. Still no jobs, just more stuff? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed. And they're the stuff inside your stuff. Our job is to unlock those jobs. And it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Hey guys, welcome to Elon-thon. ETalk is here. Nelly and I are gonna go check it out inside. It's a little loud right now, but we're gonna see if we can talk to some dancers and see what's going on so far.
Alright, I'm here. It's me, Surgery Sondrum. We're here at Elon-thon right now. They found me. And we're just gonna go around and see what's up. Oh, we got some hype people over here. Let's see what's up.
This is Colleen.
Okay, Colleen.
She's doing 12 hours today. How are you feeling? You're 3 hours in. How's it going? Good, because I'm only 3 hours in. And Ben, you're doing 24 hours, aren't you?
Yes, I
said
am.
I'm not allowed to touch with him.
Please don't.
Okay.
We're with Olivia, and we are outside the Thon area. How are you having fun?
Oh, I'm having a blast.
Are you tired?
No, man, I'm
No.
all hyped up on the love.
How many hours are you doing?
12 hours.
Alright, let's go. Let's go ask around.
It's blast so far. It's great. I hang out with my best friend, you know. Cute kid. Single.
Alright, ladies, you heard it here. I'm single and I'm at Thon. Let's go. So you guys having a good time?
Time.
Great time. Having a great time. You're right here. Guys, how's it feel? 24 hours?
It feels feels great. I'm excited.
Oh, hey, look! Hey! What's
MTK!
going on over here? Can someone tell me what's going on over here?
Well, you can write letters to 24-hour dancers of encouragement.
There's a lot of activities here. You got ping pong. Those are some of the Wish kids. They're great kids, so sweet. They spoke. All right, so I'm by a tent, and inside the tent is a poster and the names of all the kids, and kind of their bios, and a little something about them, so we can get to learn them a little bit more. All right, so I'm here with Ruthie Pappas. All right, Ruthie, you gave a really amazing speech about why me. It's called the Why Me speech. What does why me mean?
What it means is why me. People often kind of confuse that with woe is me, like oh for me. Why me? Why did so many Elon students show up? I gotta tell you, I'm overwhelmed by the positive energy here.
What made you want to on? For the kids? Yes.
Do it for the kids!
For the kids. For the kids. For Benjamin Pappas, right here. Look at that.
Alright guys, Serge kind of took over the interviews, but that's okay. It's for the kids. So this is ETalk with Nelly, Emmy, and Serge, and we're out and Elon's on for now. Thanks so much, guys.
Hello, e-talkers. Welcome back. So I am here with the lovely, lovely senior cinema majors, Eugenia Newman and Jordan Roman, affectionately known as Joe Rowe and Yuji by me. So they're going to talk about their upcoming film, Narcolepsy. So guys, tell me a little bit about what narcolepsy is and what you're doing it for.
Yeah, so Narcolepsy is a short psychological drama, and it's about a high school student named Adam who has narcolepsy, so he falls in and out of sleep at random sporadic moments throughout the day because he can't regulate his sleep-wake cycles. And so in these daydreams that he has, he starts to experience visions of the boogeyman, and they start to get progressively more and more terrifying. So it's a psychological drama that's very dark and explores topics of mental illness and other issues. So
cool. How'd you come upon this theme?
There's just some really dark corners of Jordan Roman's brain.
God, trust me.
Jordan wrote and directed it, and we wrapped last night, which was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And I was the production designer for this project, and that means that I just helped him visualize and like come about like a solid set and like where we wanted to film and all of these things, making the dream reality, and then the reality the dream, because the kid goes in and out of dreams.
That's cool. Now, have you ever like experienced narcolepsy, or was this just something that kind of came to you one day? Like,
yeah, actually, it was very interesting. I was in class one day, and I was just listening to the teacher lecture, and was starting to fall asleep, and I literally almost fell asleep in the middle of the lecture. And as I was kind of coming out of nodding off, I was like, that'd be interesting if there was a story about somebody who had narcolepsy and you couldn't really distinguish whether you were in a dream or reality. And I thought visually that'd be really interesting to play with. So that's kind of where the initial inspiration came with. And then I did some more research on the condition itself. And there's actually a student on campus who has it, and I had a chat with him. He told me about it. And it's very interesting because a lot of what happens in the film actually happens to people who have narcolepsy. So it's very interesting. And yeah, after the script was formed, we kind of just move forward with production and assembled the team and made it happen. So it's been
awesome.
Kind of surreal.
Tell me a little bit about production. Where are you guys filming? How'd you get actors and stuff like that? Meaning, college, our funds are obviously a little bit limited, but
Right. No, well, that's something special about Narcolepsy is that this is the first Elon University fully funded short film. We pitched it to the university, or Jordan and Patterson, the producers, pitched it to the university, got some funding, and we were able to use that to get like wonderful equipment and access to a bunch of places. We filmed mostly at 2 locations. The whole thing takes place in a high school, but obviously you sort of fudge it to make things work, and so we filmed in a middle school, doing the interiors in a middle school.
Okay, cool.
And we dressed it like a high school, and then we did our exteriors at a high school.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, at Walter Williams High School was the exteriors, and then the interiors were Broadview Middle School. So we just staged them both to look like the same
Middle
location.
schools in the area, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Both schools are in Alamance County.
And so actors, Maggie Kittner, Christian Frost.
Yeah, and then
Who else?
Zane Phillips.
And Zane is in it
Jordan
too.
Frazier.
Okay,
so
cool.
the cast was all Elon performing arts majors, and we actually had a pretty rigorous casting process. And so for about 2 weeks, we had the first round of auditions, which was basically just actors coming in, reading, and then we had callbacks for our top options, and we did pairings auditions just to see like who could play Adam and Holly, and then how they looked on screen together. And then after the 2-week rigorous casting process, we finally narrowed it down to those 4, and they were absolutely phenomenal on set.
That's great. So obviously this is a huge production. Probably takes more than just you, Eugenia, and Patterson. How many people are in your production crew?
Oh. Gosh, I'd say.
There was like a 30-person casting crew total.
Yeah.
It was a pretty big production. A lot of people don't really realize that this isn't a school project. This is something that we were doing outside of class, and it's something that we love to do. And we've taken people from our makeup designer is an education major, and I don't know. I'm a double major, and I don't really do a lot of film things, but. That's a lie, but
I was like, Eugenia, come on now.
But there were freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors.
That's awesome.
Across the board, everyone. It was awesome.
That's awesome. So where are you at in the production stage now? Going into post-production?
Yeah. So last night, was our last shooting day, and we had about 8 shooting days total. So it was very, very rigorous shooting process also. But after last night, we're now entering post-production.
Cool.
And our first assistant camera operator, Eric Hernandez, he's also our lead editor. So he's going to be taking charge with that. And I'm not gonna lie, it's been quite the process, but I'm pretty relieved we finished production.
Yeah. So when do you hope to have this done by?
Well, ideally we have the final cut all said and done by graduation. That is ideal, but hopefully we can even have a cut maybe before, during finals, so we can screen it before everybody leaves.
I want us to have a rough cut for the Cinelon Film Festival, but that's just me.
Which would be amazing.
That's just me.
That's our goal.
Well, guys, stay tuned to our website, Facebook, all that stuff for updates on Narcolepsy to see when it might come out. That's all the time we have for now, but when we come back, we're gonna play some trivia with our really awesome guests. Stay tuned.
This is your computer. Let's go on the internet. Let's go. Okay.
She's gonna love me all over again.
Jamaica, here you come.
Here we go.
Good job.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
RBIs and 36 homers. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it deep back into the stands.
Chill raw and prepared foods promptly. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Check your
Hello, everybody. I'm back with Jordan Roman and the artist formerly known as Eugenia Newman, who just informed me that I had coffee spilled on my shirt. Thanks, girl.
Look at that.
So we just talked about their film, Narcolepsy, coming out, and now we're going to play some trivia with you guys. And yeah, I don't know. These are kind of hard. So, true or false? Narcolepsy is a neurological disorder.
True.
True. Yes,
True.
narcolepsy
Yes.
is
Yeah.
a neurological disorder.
Means it's something to do with the brain.
Is there a cause of narcolepsy?
There is no specific cause, but it's caused by the destruction of hypocretin-producing neurons that inhibit the brain's ability to regulate sleep-wake cycles. That's a line from the script.
That's a line from the movie. That's a line from the script.
Let's go with that. All right. Well, damn. Okay. So.
No, that's the line from this. There's a line in the movie.
So I believe you. It just says, not known, but making strides in figuring it out. So true or false? People treat narcolepsy with therapy / no prescription drugs.
Well, yeah, definitely. The student that I talked to, he said he's had a therapist and he's had counseling for narcolepsy and some of the frustrations that go along with it. But he said it's not typically treated with medication.
Well,
typically.
Fire our production team then, because this says false. But
that could be wrong too. I mean.
I'm guessing, yeah. So I believe that would be. So name me 3 symptoms of narcolepsy.
Is cataplexy a symptom of narcolepsy?
Yeah. Loss of muscle control. I have
Hypnagogic hallucinations?
Yes.
And just falling asleep.
Oh my gosh.
Like randomly.
Mind blown. Yeah. Something called EDS. I don't know what that is. Hallucinations, sleep paralysis, and cataplexy, which is loss of muscle control.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
All right, so now moving on to things of substance. What HBO show, popular HBO show, premiered last night on Sunday?
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Silicon Valley.
In Silicon Valley.
Ooh,
nice. Cool. So who are the 3 main Coachella headliners?
Why, I should know this.
Yeah,
I listened to all
Madonna?
Nation.
No, but
Okay.
she sucked face.
Drake.
Drake was one of them.
Okay.
All right, you guys got that wrong.
We got it wrong.
We've been on set all weekend.
AC/DC, Jack White, and Drake.
Oh, wait. Wow.
So cool.
Stripes. Oh, right.
Yeah. Come on, Eugenia. So what former senator and secretary of state just announced his or her presidency? Candidacy.
Hillary Clinton.
Hillary Clinton. Who won the Masters? Bonus point if you can guess his age.
I
I know
Masters last
age is
year.
21.
21.
What is his name?
Sports.
Jordan Spieth.
Oh.
Born like literally an hour after me on July 27th, 1993.
You guys share a birthday?
Yeah.
That's my dad's birthday.
What? It's like everyone's dad's birthday.
Wow.
Anyways. What country did Kim Kardashian and Khloe Kardashian recently visit?
Armenia.
Nice.
I was like, oh, I know this one.
Who hosted the MTV Movie Awards?
Was it, what's his face? Oh, the girl, the one she did Trainwrecked.
Amy Schumer. What? How'd you know that? I didn't just whisper it to you. What happened when the internet exploded this weekend, and what was Jaden Smith wearing during that time? A dress. He was wearing a dress. And just to let you know, Justin Timberlake and Jessica Biel had a baby and named it Silas Randall. We're really happy that you guys came on the show. And we have some really expensive merchandise because our show's really got a high budget. So we have some ETalk keychains.
Hey, thank you.
And we have some ETalk pencils.
Oh
Jordan, you
gosh,
get 2.
thank you.
Jeannie, you get 1.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So thanks so much for
Sounds like
being
a
here,
prize.
guys. That's all we have for you today. But remember to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And until next time, this is ETalk.